Hey guys, welcome back to day 4 of this week. We are going to finish up our notes on multiplying fractions part 1 for fractions by fractions. So the second part of this is pretty quick and easy, and the reason I didn't want to do it yesterday is because I really wanted you to practice the array model. So this last part for fraction by fraction is the standard algorithm, or some people like to call it the shortcut. Okay, so this is the quick and easy way to check your answers on multiplying fractions, okay? Okay, so step 1, you are going to multiply the numerators. Okay, so let's get, so numerator by numerator. So let's get our practice problem set up, okay? So we're going to use the same one we had up above, so 1/3 times 3/5. So if I have that down here, I'm going to kind of try to set this up. 1/3 times 3/5 equals. Okay, so we're going to do our numerators are going to be circled in red. So I'm going to do my numerator times my numerator. So 1 times 3 is going to be, 1 times 3 is going to be 3. Okay? So that's step 1. Step 2, I'm going to multiply the denominators. Okay, so I'm going to do denominator by denominator. Oops, I guess I didn't need to do that. Okay, so let's do by blue here. So now I'm going to just circle my blue, or my denominators, and I'm going to do 3 times 5, and that's going to get me to 15. So there's my answer. And then step 3, I guess I can write it over here. Step 3, you're going to reduce using your greatest common factor, or giant one. Okay, so I can divide that by 3/3, and that's going to give me 1/5. Okay, so super easy compared to drawing out all the models. Okay, you might sometimes see the multiplication being replaced by something different, and I just wanted to point that out. I didn't clarify this very good yesterday. You might see it written as of or by, so it might say 1/3 of 3/5 or 1/3 by 3/5. It's the same thing. It indicates multiplication there. So I just want you to be aware of that. Okay, let's come over to your practice problems, and I'm going to show you the array model for these two, and then actually maybe I'll do all of them, and then we can just check using our standard algorithm. Okay, so if you did these, great, you can check them. If you didn't, that's fine too. You can check using the standard algorithm. So I'm going to do my denominator by my denominator. So I'm going to make a 10 by 6. And I think I'm going to make my 10 going this way because I have more space. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And then do 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, please make sure you're attending to precision here. So now we're going to do those colors. So I'm going to do 6, go right here, and my 10 is going to go over here. So I should have split it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I'm going to do my 1/10. And then I'm going to do my 6ths. I'm going to end up coloring in 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to color in 5 of those. Oh, and there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oops, helps get all those. Okay, now I need to count up how many total squares I made, because that's going to be my denominator. It's out of how many. So I know that this is 6 here, and I'm going to skip count by 10s. I know that this is 10 here, and I'm going to skip count 6 times. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So my denominator is going to be 60. And then I'm going to count those overlaps. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is not a simplified answer, so I'm going to have to divide this because I know it's not simplified. I know 5 goes into 60. So 5 over 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 60 divided by 5 is 12. Okay, so there you have that one. All right, I want to make sure we have enough time. I'm going to do one of these models down here using the array model because I want to show you that it's just the same thing. So 4/5. So I'm going to make a 5 by 4 here. That's my denominators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 4. And so now I'm going to get my 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to color in 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to do my 4 right here. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to color in 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's see how many total squares we have. So I know 5 by 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 is going to be my denominator. And let's count those overlaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to have 12 over 20. Okay? So I know that's not simplest form because I know that 12 and 20 both are even numbers. So that means they're divisible by 2. So I'm going to divide this. I think there's probably something that goes into both of those that's a little bit bigger. I know that 4 goes into 12 and I know that 4 goes into 20. So I'm going to divide that by 4 over 4, giant 1 there. 12 divided by 4 is 3 and 20 divided by 4 is 5. Okay. All right, so for the last 3, we're just going to use our standard algorithm. And you can even check these ones if you want to and do this the old-fashioned way. This is how I learned how to do multiplying fractions. I think it's a lot easier knowing this background. Okay, so I'm going to multiply straight across. So 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Sorry, my kids just got home from their walk, so they're a little noisy. 5 times 4 is our denominator, so we're going to do 5 times 4, and that equals 20. And so you end up with the same thing. So this is the same as this, okay? So then you would just do the same thing, simplify by that greatest common factor. 4 goes into both of those. and gets me 3/5. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and do these ones real fast. So 1/5 by 1/7. So I'm going to circle my numerators and multiply it across. 1 times 1 equals 1. And then we're going to multiply 5 by 7. 5 by 7. And that's going to be 35. So I can't reduce this one. So my final answer is 1/35. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and do 1/3 by 7/10. So 1/3, or 1 by 7. I'm going to move it down here so we have a little more space. 1 by 7. Oh my gosh, you guys, my kids are distracting me. 1 by 7, and that's going to get me to 7. And then we had 3 by 10. So this is going to be 3 by 10. Sorry. And that's going to equal 30. Now, 7 is a prime number, so there's not going to be a whole lot in common with 30, okay? Because I know 7 doesn't go into 30. So 7/30 is your final answer on that one. Okay, let's do our last one. So I'm going to rewrite this one down here. I didn't write it very nice. So I know that 2/3 of 1/9 is the same as saying 2/3 times 1/9. So I'm going to multiply 2 by 1. And 2 times 1 is what? Good job. If you said 2, you got it. Okay, now let's do this last part. 3 by 9. Okay, what is 3 times 9? Use your multiplication chart if you need to. Okay, if you said 27, you are correct. And now I know that 2 does not go into 27 evenly, so my final answer for this one is going to be 2 27s. So there you go. That is the standard algorithm, and I could go back and check my top 2 if I wanted to. But I'm going to ask you to go and practice doing some problems, just multiplying standard algorithm on IXL, okay? If you really want to practice drawing them out, you can, but this is going to be your quickest and easiest way to do it, all right? Okay, so please make sure you go practice on IXL, and then you have a form to do today on your fractions by fractions. You may use your notes on that, and if you have questions, please pop into my office hours. Just a reminder, there's not going to be any assignments for Friday. There's no morning meeting on Friday, and there's no office hours on Friday. So if you have any questions before the weekend, come to my office hours today from 1 to 2 p.m. Okay? All right. Have a great weekend, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.